All right. Welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. I'm glad that you're here. Um, we give thanks to the Most High. Mm. We give thanks to the ancient ones. We give thanks to ancestors. Mm. Grateful for another day, another breath, and all the little things that we take for granted that we need to be grateful for. So, just take a minute if you're just getting here, look around wherever you are, and even in the looking around, right? There are little big things you're going to see, right? That you need to be grateful for. Hmm. All right, we're live on YouTube. I just double checked to make sure. And let's see if we're live on Facebook. I don't see it yet. If you need a song, just type yes in the chat. Yes, and we are live on Facebook also. Instagram still has issues. We'll let Instagram have its issues. You know, I tell you, hey Elkin, Sean, and Sean, that was just like I don't know. Let me properly say hello, hello Elkin, and then hello Sean. That almost sounded like one word. Oh, okay. We just lost our connection, so we're reconnecting on YouTube. I don't know. Let me refresh this thing. Let's see. Oops, connection lost. Okay, it's reconnecting. So I don't know if we're still live on YouTube. It is full moon. Yeah, we're not live. Okay. Um, all right. Let's give it some time. It's reconnecting now. There it is. All right. I'm so grateful that this room just blessed your soul, Mocha. There we go. I don't know, YouTube fam. We just lost the connection. Like I said, we're still in the full moon. You know. Anyway, what I was getting ready to say is I'm about to do another upgrade here in this ancient sound healing studio. Um, yeah, I've been looking around here. I just appreciate all of you so much. It's just beautiful how we can come together, and yeah, I love it. But like I said, I'm about to upgrade this studio again. Uh, yes, Cece Kimmy, thank you so much for reminding me about that because definitely I need a song for sure, for sure. All right, I see the names popping in. If you need a song, just type yes in the chat. Make sure you invite your friends, invite your family, um, share this channel. All right. Yeah. And I love it. Welcome to Ash Family. Yes. If you're wondering what we mean by that, it stands for Ancient Sound Healing. That's why all of you were part of the Ash fam, the Ash movement, which is nothing but love. Love and compassion. You know, um, that's what we're all about. I mean, that's truly what we're all about. We're all about love. We're all about compassion. We've got some upgrades coming up too. Sissy Kimmy and I've got something in store for you all next week. We're not telling yet, though. We're not saying anything. Just make sure you have your notifications on, you know, Monday. Well, you should turn them on now so you don't forget. All right. Mm, I, Let me know how the sound is, Clubhouse peeps. Let me know how the sound is, YouTube. And yeah. I mean, you know what? Hold on. I was actually blowing bubbles right before we came on, and I just felt like I need to just do bubbles now. So I'm sorry, Clubhouse, you can't see this, but you can feel it. It's love, right? And as I did that earlier, and I blew the bubbles right away, one of them popped right on my light, and it just made me smile. Oh wait, oh there's nothing in here. Hold on. Awesome, thank you. See, what do we need special effects for? I mean, seriously, just do the real thing. There is this crazy woman in Hawaii blowing bubbles. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning here. What time is it? It's 6 minutes after 6 a.m. All right. If you need a song, just type yes in the chat. Something I'm really excited about. Um, just this week, it's like Elkin, right? I started practicing my saxophone again, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought, oh, that sounded pretty good. I've been at it for like 5 years, and I ended up injuring my thumb, so I wasn't really able to play or practice, for a while on and off. But I'm back at it. I'm back at it. Okay, learning how to play the saxophone. Um, After I've been at it for so long, that's a question I want to ask you all. What have you been at for a long time? You know, and have you given up, or are you still plugging at it? Just like me and the saxophone, I just, I didn't give up. I mean, honestly, I'd like to play the saxophone the way I play my piano and the way I play my guitar and the way I play percussion. Oh my gosh, if I was playing my saxophone the way I play percussion, oh my goodness. But I'm still at it though. What about you though? What about you? What what did you quit? Let's ask that question. What did you quit? Because it wasn't going fast enough. I want you to think about that. Elkin says, we appreciate you coming here so early. Yeah, I'm here. I mean, literally, honestly, um I get up at 4:30. I have two alarms, one at 4:30, one, at 4:30. We're gonna start in a minute, but we're just chatting. At 4:30, the alarm goes off, and I'm like, okay, all right. I know I have 5 more minutes, so. And then at 4:35, my alarm goes off again. and I just get up. It's just, I just get up. I mean, that's just it. I just get up. And there's a message for you all in there. When you want something bad enough, right? And you know the only way you're going to get it is to adjust your life. Listen to me carefully. Did you hear what I said? You adjust your life, right? Which means I can't go to bed 1 in the morning on these those evenings. And when I do, right? I know after we're done, sometimes I crash because I went to bed too late. You have to adjust your life for what you want. The only way for me to be able to reach the whole world when the whole world is alive, I mean, is alive, is awake. I want them to be alive. Is for me to get up early because we're the time difference, right? So that's I want you to sit with that, kings and queens. Where do you need to adjust your life to get what you want? You can't say, "Oh, I just can't do that." Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Anyway, Mocha says I was just thinking about that. Hold on, let me. Mm, thanks for sharing that, Mocha. All right, I got my reminder from Sissy Kimmy, but Ancestors reminded me this morning too that I needed to make sure to play over myself because I had a very interesting week. Another meeting with my attorney. It didn't go very well. Didn't go very well. I actually walked out. So there's some things he said to me, and I thought we're not in agreement with this stuff. So I am definitely keep me in prayer. I am so serious, fam. Keep me in prayer. Positive thoughts because I've got to find me a private attorney. All right. I'm just being very real with you all right now. Just being very real with you. Okay. I need to hire a private attorney because the one that I have does not believe a word I'm saying to him about my story. That's not a very good representation to defend me. All right. So that was my week last Friday, but I made a promise to myself. I'm not going to allow it to affect my body. All right. So, yeah. So, anything, a white candle with positive thoughts towards me. I'm just being very real because I need to be real with you all. You know what I mean? I need to, as I'm leading you, I need to let you know that, look, I'm just like you going through stuff, you know? All right. So, having said that, Beverly B, here comes your song. I just want you to know that I'm opening without realizing to my go-to song that I remember. That is Ancestors. All right. I feel good. All right. I tell you, that is mm, my food. All right. If you just joined, welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. We're ready. I'm ready now. All right, Carmen, here comes your song. I'm seeing like a mosaic um, pattern, Carmen. Yeah. Um, I can see blue, yellow, and it has like black lines in between the colors, like that pattern. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me continue to play and see what that is. Okay. So this is all right. Let me see if I can get this out. There's this mosaic pattern, but then it's opening up to like some kind of greenery, like a tree, like leaves. It's so it's almost like there's the pattern, but there's something behind it that it wants to show you, you know? So you're gonna have to sit with that. Yeah, it got me too. I mean, it that is really interesting. It's hold there's something coming though, so hold on, hold on. Yeah, it's like there's something in front of you and it looks really nice. It's like the mosaic pattern, but then it can be possibly something that is deceiving you because there's more behind it, you know? So it's possible maybe someone has said something to you and it's just like, whoa, this is just beautiful. And then, but there's something behind it. But it can be also the other way. It can also be that it is something beautiful behind it. So you're going to have to sit with it. You know what I mean? which one is it basically?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I'll stay alert on that one. Something that could be, because it can be either way.
it can be,
Something very nice or something that could be
yes.
that could be hiding and that's very deceiving.
So it, yeah, let me continue to play, but this is definitely a warning. But it's not like a bad warning, but it could be a bad warning. You know what I mean? So hold on. Mm. So ancestors are saying be very aware of the conversations you're going to have.
Okay. Definitely I got that heads up. Definitely the heads up. I got it. Okay.
Mm. So the mosaic pattern, those are actually all the conversations because all the conversations, they're all connected together. Mm. Yeah. Because sometimes what you're saying, it's a continuation of a conversation they're having, even though you're talking to this person and then, 5 minutes later you're talking to that person. But what they're saying is it's actually a continuation of a conversation that they're having with you. That's some deep
It's
stuff.
conversations that probably have that gone on, but it's conversation that's all linked. So it's
It's
like a warning
yeah,
heads up, be careful
yeah,
who you speak to.
yes. The answer is behind the conversations. You got some deep stuff going on today. You took me somewhere. And they're saying journal your conversations. And let me see if it's supposed to be for a specific time. Hold on. Yeah, for about a week, journal your conversations. So think back about the conversations that you've had. When you get home, just journal a little bit about the different people you spoke to for that day, and then do it for a week, and then go back and look at it. And even they're saying, if you're creative like that, to use different colors, with
Okay.
st-
Just to know who I spoke to, right?
yeah, and use different colors if you can, because that's really the mosaic that they're showing you. And then after a week, then go back and look at the conversations you had, and then there's going to be a lot of information there for you to unpack.
Okay.
Ooh, I love that ending. There you go, young lady. You have homework.
Yes, plenty of homework, but I will definitely start that today. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. If you just joined, welcome to Asian Sound Healing. I tell you, we got the fam in the house. We're live on Clubhouse. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. Hey, Deontra. Aloha, Victoria. Glad that you're here. Hey, Naba, I see you. And Shan, Shani, and George, I see you. And Chipper, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And Ngu, I hope I'm saying your name right. Am I saying your name right? NGU. Let me know. All right. I love that Deandra have to put that on the. All right. If you need a song, just type yes in the chat. All right. All right, Mocha. Here comes your song. Mocha, do you paint? Hmm. Hold on. Let me continue to play and see what this is all about. So the ancestors are saying, telling me to ask you, why not? When I first began to play over you, Mocha, I saw this abstract painting. Um, there wasn't really anything there. It was just like light colors, just kind of brush strokes, you know. And then the question came that I asked you, and then there was another question. So sit with that because, yeah. Hold on, let me continue to play. Mocha, you're in the US, right?
Yes.
So, dear one, go to Walmart or whatever Target. No, I don't know Target. I don't know about Target, but Walmart, um, or any store that you prefer, and just go stand in front of the art supplies whenever you
Yes.
can. Okay, go stand in front of the art supplies. Whatever speaks to you, if you can. Okay, pick it up,
Yes.
pick it up, and get it for yourself because what they're saying is even if you've never painted before, picking that up, something new, is going to help you express your grieving. Okay,
Yes.
that's what this is all about. And that's why when I first began to play over you, there was stuff on the canvas, but it wasn't, it was just brush strokes, and it was very light colors. you know?
that's my mother who passed away like 2 months ago.
Yeah, yeah. So she's trying to help you, all right? To express,
Okay.
to express yourself that way. All right, young man?
Yes, ma'am.
And I feel you. I hear you. Okay.
Yes.
I love my mommy. I mean, I was crazy about my mommy. It hasn't been that long. Just 2 years. So I was done. Okay.
Yes.
But I'm gonna share something with you. There was a night. No, let me ask you a question. How did you find out about ancient sound healing?
I've been coming here for a while. I was just led into the room about around Christmas time, around like Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got here, and I've been here ever since.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Just that last, like 2 weeks ago, the ancestors told me to dig deeper, and I just didn't really get that message in a sense because they was wanting to like wanting some help, and I was trying to listen to you at the same time, and it was like dig deeper, and I was like, you said I had the tools, and I'm like, what tools? And I'm like, I'm going through my garage, I'm going through all my mom's stuff, and I'm just like, what is it? And I'm just like, okay, I need to come back here and see
Mm.
what Miss Beverly's saying.
Wow. I'm just so grateful that you shared that and that this came up for you, that, they're really speaking, and so beautiful. You went looking through your mom's stuff and she was there all along, guiding you,
Yes.
letting you know, no, there's something else. There's something new. And it's not the old stuff, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, it's something new because you going through old stuff, a lot of times, because I've got a bunch of my mom's stuff here too. And when you go through the old stuff, it actually creates more grieving sometimes, right?
Yes.
That's why she's guiding you for
Okay.
something new, something new. Go to Walmart or, whatever supply store, and she'll be right there with you, showing you what to pick up.
Okay.
I'm so looking forward to coming along with you on this journey, because it's not an easy one when mama goes. And I
Yes.
mean, she's not, she's just in the next realm. We just can't see them, but they can see us,
Yeah.
uh, you know,
So so true.
it's really something else. I mean, I will share this with you all. This was 2 years ago, the night that I just about lost it because I cried. Never cried like that before. I cried for my mom. I was just desperate, you know? I mean, I don't even know if I say I wept like a baby. I don't even know what kind of crying it was. It was just crazy, just crying out, just being like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Nothing is going the way I wanted to go. This whole ancient sound healing, blah blah blah. I mean, I was just going on and on. I was in my bed, and don't you know, the next morning I got an email from Dr. Mumby. I want you guys to hear me clearly. Ancestors are around you. Okay. The next morning, there was an email from Dr. Mumby. Now, this is the interesting part. And Mocha, I'm sharing this with you just to encourage you because this is not about me. That email that I sent to her that she answered me on, I had sent that email 6 months prior. Okay. 6 months prior. So here she is answering me 6 months later, just like that. All right. And usually she doesn't really answer her emails. It was like her assistant would answer her email, but something prompted her to answer me. And it built this incredible relationship that we have now. It turned into a beautiful friendship, just like that. Like she's been in my life my whole life, just like that, you know?
That's really deep because, like, I got a similar thing. I had applied for a job kind of like 6 months prior, and he told me that the job opening was closed. And then, like, after my mother made her transition, um, the job sent me an email asking me if I wanted to work there, and I didn't
See,
have to reapply or do anything, but just give me, they just gave me a start date.
you
and I'm
see?
like, and I'm like, wow. I was like, okay, I knew it had to be my mother.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's just. I mean, I mean, her not being here in his skin. I'm learning that part and that she's still here. But like you said, like it's very hard not able to give her a hug.
Yes. Yes. It's that's the hard part. When they're gone. And what I want to encourage you to do is just to sit still with her. I have my mom's picture right in the living room with one of those candles that you put, batteries in. But I also have like sometimes I put candles for her also. Um, you know, make an altar for your mom. Do you have an altar for your mom?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. And I got the candles. I
Okay.
got some candles she had. So it's like, I just light them.
Yeah.
I'm learning that part. And then just some days it's just hard.
Yeah.
It's like, I kind of like, hey, I gotta freaking light a candle,
Yeah.
and that's, I mean, that's a part of, this new life, I call it. And yeah, I try to encourage people too who just recently lost their, relatives to do the same thing. And then some days I'm weak, but it's not, I'm not weak, but I
No.
am, so
Yeah, and it's okay to feel weak and it's okay to be weak. It's okay. It's allowed. We don't always have to be strong, you know? And also because you're a man, you don't always have to be strong. It's okay to cry. It's okay, you know? It really is. I know a lot of people have been raised, boys don't cry and all this bullshit. You know what? Cry.
yeah,
Bawl your eyes out. So serious. You have permission, dude. You have
yeah.
permission. You really
Thank
do.
you so much. Thank you so much.
No, you're so welcome. I tell you. I mean, there's a book I want to recommend for all of you. It's called The Autobiography of a Yogi. If you guys haven't heard of it, it is a must read. I mean, I don't know where all of you are in your journey, your spiritual journey, in your whatever journey you're on. I tell you, when I read that book, I read it. I'm on my second time or third time now. Second time because I didn't finish it. Um, and it's part of me also that I don't even want it to stop. It is a book that Steve, what was his name? Jobs, the one Apple founder that he gave. He had everyone at his funeral got a copy of that book. Okay, the autobiography of a yogi. It's about Yogananda. I'm telling you, that book changed my life, my perspective of what death really was or what death really is. It blew my mind, I'm telling you. So I want to highly recommend um, for you to get that book. It's filled with it's charged. Let me just put it that way. It's just charged, you know. with stuff. So yeah, like whatever you're going through, um, yeah, yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, the autobiography of a yoga. Yeah, there it is. Ngu. Yeah, it's a powerful, powerful book. Like I said, it helped me put things in perspective in my life. Um, that things are not necessarily the way you think they are. So, so there you go. Yes. Shani says 100. Yeah. All right. I'm so grateful I got to play over you, Mocha, and that we got to have this conversation. It's so cool. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Elkin, here comes your son. Elkin, go ahead and look up the spiritual meaning of the color orange. Elkin, is something bothering you? Like something is really bothering you? Yes. You see me drinking water because whatever is bothering you just hit my throat. Yeah. All right, let me continue to play. You want to talk about it? Elkin, can you come on Clubhouse? Are you able to download the Clubhouse app and come on with your voice? Let me know if you can. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, all right, Elkin, will you, okay, will you go on, you said you're going on Instagram or are you gonna, okay, if you can download the Clubhouse app, that would be great. Elkin, I appreciate that if you can. All right. I'll wait for you to, you're downloading it? Okay, great. Awesome. I don't know. This water may be gone. I may have to put you guys on pause and go get more water. I don't know. If you just joined, welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. All right, we're live in YouTube land. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Clubhouse. Mm. And you know, Elkin, for some reason, I'm not allowed to continue on with anyone else until I get you on Clubhouse. Okay, so we're just gonna wait, patient. We patiently wait. All right, we'll guide you through. If you know if it's brand new for you, we'll guide you. There's a reason why. Miss Beverly, you remind me of Nina Simone with my head wrap. I thought you were gonna say her personality because she was sassy, right? I loved it. She was, you know, like very outspoken, like don't start it. Much respect for that queen. Fit and lean. I'm glad you're here. If you just joined, because I just noticed Dr. Mumby just did a shout out. So welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. Uh, yeah. Mm. Thanks, Mocha. I appreciate you so much. We will be live again tomorrow. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about sexual healing, part of it, because a lot of us need healing in that area. So, Naba, you're going to bless us. You can't find me there. Um, you can't find us on Clubhouse. Sissy Kimmy will help you. It's ancient sound healing. Okay. She was, oh, she was, wow, interesting. Yeah, we're looking. Oh, Elkin, I see you. I see you. All right, come on the stage. All right, Elkin. So there you are. Now I'm allowed to continue on. All right, Elkin, if you look on the bottom right, you can turn your microphone on. All right. Oh, oh, I hear your voice. Oh my gosh. Ah, I love it. It's so beautiful. Um, uh, So hold on one second, okay? Let me just play for just a little bit. Hold on. Yes, dear one, what's bothering you?
Just my life in general, to be honest. It's just where I'm at and all those readings you've done previously. It's just those things like, not starting things and I don't get to finish properly or not being focused, confused with certain things. It's just sometimes I just don't know where I'm coming and going. You know what I mean? And yeah, I guess it just bothers me. And yeah, which I'm working on, but it's just there until I kind of achieve that goal.
And this is the reason why they told you to come on Clubhouse, because typing is one thing, but verbalizing yourself is a different thing. And my throat started to irritate me. And but it was my energy because I'm really sensitive. I was feeling your frustration. And that's why they told you to come on Clubhouse to vocalize that irritation. You see? To vocalize it, right? And so you just did. You gave it up to the universe now. And you did it with courage because you're live. I mean, you're live. You're live. We're live, right? And your voice is being heard all around the world, right? So it went up, right? Yeah. And that is what they wanted you to do. That is what they wanted you to do, is to speak it out. And you
Yeah,
did.
of course. The typing sometimes, you can't really say everything you want to say by typing.
Nope.
So I'm glad I come here, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what needed to happen today. All right. So hold on. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. They had me fade out your song because it's your melody. Hold on one second. I'm gonna mute for just a moment. And YouTube, I'm going to turn my camera off for just a second. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, all right. I didn't want to cough in all of your ears. turn it off.
It's alright. I'm glad I know we're still here, man.
Oh yeah, we're still here. So anyway, young man, that's what it is. You vocalize yourself now, and I wasn't allowed to stop your song. Well, not allowed. It just didn't happen. They wanted me to fade it out because your melody. This is what they're saying. Your melody, your song continues on. That's why. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. It's not over. This is just the beginning. And this is what they're just saying to me because it's up to you to turn the volume back up. Oh my gosh. Did you get that?
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh yes. Oh
Just
yes.
talking to you, and to be honest, it just feels different. A different vibration talking to you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've been in this space on Clubhouse for almost 5 years. I know people by their voices. Do you know that? I mean, I basically someone can come in here and I have my eyes closed, most of the time, as you know. And when I hear them speak, I'm like, oh, so and so is here. It's different, it's the throat chakra. We can fake a lot of things with typing stuff. It's like, how are you? And you'll get an emoji. And basically you're pissed off, you feel like shit and all this stuff, but you just put that smiling emoji, right? But but when you get someone and you're able to listen to their voice, you will hear that voice when it breaks down, right? You will hear emotions speak, right? That's why they told you to come on Clubhouse so I could hear your voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on here as well from now on.
Yeah. So there you go, young man. So just remember this: whenever, ooh, this is just coming. They're just downloading this right now. Whenever those thoughts come in your head, am I good enough? My life is not going anywhere. I have not accomplished anything. I want you to visualize yourself. Turn the volume up to your song. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Turn. I mean, you even if you have to just, like maybe you have your hand in your pocket or something, and you just turn your hand. Just turn it and say, "No, I'm turning the volume back up to my song. This is my song. This is my life, and I am the captain of my ship." I want you to say that right now, Elkin. Say it.
I am the captain of my ship. I
All
am the
right.
captain of my ship.
And you steer that ship where you want it to go, young man. Did you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. All right. There you go. Because there are too many people that are around us that are naysayers. They want to turn our volume down, you know?
Yeah,
And you just turn your volume back up.
amen.
All right?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yes. We need some bubbles. We need some bubbles for that one. Hold on.
We do,
For real, man. For real. Wait. That one deserved bubbles. I mean, it makes no sense. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting here just cracking up, laughing because I'm happy.
I have to say that we appreciate you coming here so early for us because it's like 6 minutes past 6 in the evening now. And
Y-
it is.
Yeah, I'm very aware of the times all around the world because I know what I had to do, and I it means nothing. I don't mean that's not the right way to say, but it doesn't affect me at all. Like, yeah, it doesn't mean anything to me to just do it. It's no big deal anymore. I love it. I, I love it. Yeah. So there you go, young man. All right. Volume cranked up. Here I am. World, move out of my way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. All right. First dude says, I love the bubbles. Me too. Bubbles rule, man. I tell you. All right, Elkin. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Clubhouse. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Sean. Here comes your song. All right, Sean. So we're waiting for you to come on Clubhouse. And Elkin, the way what you need to do is on the right side. You can mute yourself also. Okay. If you see the microphone on the right, you can just mute yourself. Turn your microphone on off whenever you want to say something. Just turn it back on. That's all. So, Sean, are you coming or what? There's a question for you, young man. There is such an incredible longing, Sean. It's really deep with you. There is a longing. I'm just gonna say it. I wanted you to do a private session with me, but that hasn't happened. And so I'm just gonna have to give you this message right now. Because once you book a session with me, it may be something different. So I don't want to hold on to stuff at all, because that's not how I vibe. You're an ancestor. Mm. And there is a longing to go home. Yeah. And you're gonna have to sit with that, because whoever you were before is longing to return to those roots. Mm. Like the feeling of, I don't really want to be here, you know? Why am I here? This is not my country. This is not, why was I placed here? But that is that. ancestor that you were on the inside of you. And you have to remember you are Sean now, right? But there's still that ancestor inside of you that got ripped away from whatever country. This is some deep stuff, okay? That is inside of you. It's in your DNA, you know, that still is struggling with it being removed. And I don't know how many, it can be maybe hundreds of years ago that this happened, but it's still in your DNA. Mm. And there's anger in your DNA. Mm. All right. Yeah. Because you were ripped away. And I, don't have all the facts or whatever, but that ancestor is pissed off still. And those are emotions that you are now, because it's not resolved, and you're dealing with those emotions. Mm. All right. Sean says he knows exactly what it is. Yeah. Because there's a reason why you lift weights. You know why you're lifting weights. Like no one's going to beat my ass ever again. Mm. Mm. Woo-hoo. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I'm touching on stuff here with you. Sean says tears are running. I know. I know. I know. Yeah. There's a reason why you do what you do. You're just not out there lifting weights, young man. And by the way, Sean is ripped. Okay, you see Sean. Sean's a bodybuilder. You know. Yeah, you can't. No, it's okay. You can't come on. Yeah, I understand. Don't be sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. All right. And you have to remember, it's not even you now that's making you feel that way. It's the former you, the ancestor inside of you that didn't resolve. So, mm, yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead and do that, Sean, because there's more stuff that's going to come up. I guarantee you. This is just the beginning of it, because ancestors are, not always want to spill all your stuff out. Some things just don't need to be said on YouTube. you know, some things need to be kept private, especially if you're in the middle of healing things. You want to keep it a little bit contained, because it's just better that way. Yeah. Sean says you confirm everything I suspected. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, let me see if there's anything else. All right, there you go, young man. I want you all to know that hmm, this is a revelation I got not that long ago. Hmm. I was sitting in front of my altar, and all of a sudden I realized that as I'm sitting in front of my altar, speaking to ancestors, I'm also in there as an ancestor. I want you to think about that. You know, for most of us, it's not our first time around here on this earth plane, right? So as you're sitting in front of your altar, you're also talking to yourself because you're in there as an ancestor also. I mean, that hit me like, whoa, you know? I want you to think about that. I know that's some deep stuff, but I thought, wow, I'm sitting here, right? I'm calling them out by name, right? The ones that I whose names I know. Yeah. And you're in there too as an ancestor. That's some deep stuff. All right, Sean. You know you're loved. Yeah. There's more I want to share, but I need to make sure that I'm allowed to. Mm. Oh, wow. Well, we've been on here for an hour and a half or something already. Mm. 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 So, as most of you know, I am a seer. I see things. Okay. And mm, I see a lot of things in the clouds, just like it's a picture. And the more I look, the more I see, because the more I look, the more ancestors reveal. I have a picture that was taken maybe 15 years ago, and more things came, you know, revealed themselves. And one day I was looking at that picture and I saw this picture, and I'm not going to describe it because it was just too much. And then I saw another face, and I was trying to figure out what it was. And later on, I figured it out. I knew what I saw was African slaves and, you know, some of the things that happened to them. And what I realized mm, just in these last 2 weeks now, and I remember I've had this picture for over 15 years of the clouds. And what I realized is those two people that came forward that I saw, those are my ancestors, and they're showing me what happened to them. And they're showing me that they're still stuck in fear, you know? And they're showing me that the music that I play when I play over them is helping them to elevate, you know, because vibration. Some of our ancestors are still in that fear vibration because of the shocking things that happened to them, you know. And so when I think about my life and all the hindrances I've had and all the blocks and all the crazy things that I've gone through, this war, this spiritual war is real. Mm. Yes, maybe we were freed in the physical from slavery, but it never stopped. It just took another life form. I want you to sit with that. We need their help just as much as they need our help, also. If you just joined, welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. Talking about some deep stuff today, but it has to be expressed. Mm. So if you have an altar for your ancestors, sit with them. Just sit. Just sit. Because the more you sit, the more they will reveal to you what you need to know, you know. Mm. Mm. All right. I know everyone is quiet. Yeah. I know it's deep stuff. It's deep. Some things never left. They just went underground. It went into the spiritual realm and the battle continued on. Uh-huh. That's why you got to open up your spiritual eyes, people. You were never let go of. That's why you got to fight this stuff in the spirit. You know, something that occurred to me. And Naba and Angu, I'm going to play over you in a minute. But, something that I was talking to my hubby about. I said, even the government is full of rituals. Like I was talking about the stuff that I'm going through with the government. And I thought, they're just casting spells on my ass, basically. I'm laughing. It's not funny, but seriously, it's all filled with rituals. And the thing is, they don't realize what they're doing because a lot of times it's also their ancestors that are still continuing their shit. I want you to think about that. Where does it say you're not fighting against flesh and blood? You know what I'm saying? Still continuing on. just took a different, you know, the book, the book got changed, right? The book is the same. The rules are the same. They just put a different cover on it. Hmm. So I'm telling you, ask for them to help you open up your spiritual eyes so you can see what's really going on. You know, mm. Hey there. Let's see, Eustace. I think I'm saying your name right. Welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. We're having some really deep talks, but we have to talk about it. You know, we have to talk about it. Oops. You know, I'm gonna play over you, Naba and Ungu, in just a minute. There's one more thing I'm gonna say. Someone asked me on my YouTube channel, somewhere one of my videos. I'm trying to think which one it was. Oh, I had a Surinamese T-shirt on, and they asked me if I was Surinamese, and yes, I'm Surinamese. I mean, descendant, my parents. You know, but I'm gonna just share this with you all. All right. And then Sissy Kimi, that will be it for today. And we'll do the overflow tomorrow because we've been on this thing for like hour and a half now. Um, but you look at these bracelets that I'm wearing. You see these bracelets right here? You see them? You see these bracelets? In the Surinamese culture, you know, we get bracelets when we're kids. Now, people wear bracelets like this, and a lot of them don't even realize you know what those bracelets were all about or are all about. I didn't know as a kid. I mean, I have a bracelet. It broke, but it's a bracelet and has two little balls on it, right? At the end. And we just wore it because we didn't know that's what you do. You know, when you have kids, your parents get you jewelry. You wear a lot of jewelry, right? It's your enemy's culture. Well, first of all, that came from Ghana, that those traditions. But back to the bracelets, why the bracelets, right? Well, in Dutch, they call these bracelets, they call them Surinamese, excuse me, boeien, 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 right? That's chains, okay? Our parents in the Surinamese culture, grandparents, great grandparents, how did they protect their children? They started putting these bracelets on them, and I guarantee you, those bracelets were charged, okay? You see, but they're open because there is a way out. See, there's a way out. There's a way for me to be able to take them off. You see, even though these never come off my arms because they're my mom's. Once I put them on, 2 years ago, they're not coming off. That's culture. Those are things ancestors did to protect us, you know? And so, what is it in your life that you probably don't even realize that your ancestors have done to protect you, you know? Mm. They would put necklaces around us. You like even this right here, you know, put all kinds of jewelry around us. And then I found out later on that stuff is that's all from Ghana. That's all Ghana stuff. It's all from my tribe in Ghana. What about you? Got to look a little deeper sometimes. What are the customs that, look at the food that you were raised with. There are clues there for you. Oh, we've always done this. No, you have not always done this. This is probably your ancestors giving you clues for your freedom, for your life. They put stuff in place like the bracelets. I had no idea until I did some research. I was just blown away. I thought, wow. All right. So anyway, I've got two more people to play over. Then we have a list for tomorrow. So Sha'ani, Shan, Monique, or Cece. Is it Cece? Almost Salapa, the entre Porsche dude will be tomorrow. I mean, we just got to go with the flow here, you know, because maybe you need that frequency tomorrow and not today, you know. Seriously. So I want you got some homework. I mean, look around your life and see what are some of the things that you do in your family that you just say, well, no, we always do that. We've always done that, you know? I want you to look around, think about it, then ask the question, why do we do all of that? Other families don't do that. Those are little clues. Mm. Anyway, all right, Naba. When you see me laugh, it's because ancestors, they're just like talking, downloading stuff. You know, they want you to see and understand what's really going on. Hmm. All right, Naba. It's the same thing with you, Nava. You've been discouraged so many times not to speak your voice, not to speak your truth, but you also are part of liberating the ancestors on the inside of you. No, but why haven't you started a YouTube channel?
Well, I have been okay. So now I'm actively thinking about it, but before I had been having trouble listening to the sound of my voice. I have videos from poetry shows and from uh, interviews years ago that I had to listen to because it has been hard to hear the sound of my voice.
All right, hold on. It's time.
That feels scary to hear.
And you say that's scary to hear?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They got you exactly where they want you. Then do it afraid. Mm. Then do it afraid, shivering. Okay?
Okay.
Because it means then it has nothing to do with you. Naba has left the building. Ego is gone because I'm scared shitless. you know? hmm And so do it. Afraid, but do it. Because if you don't, it's going to keep coming back over and over and over. You don't want years to go by. You know how much you have to share with people? You know how many people are stuck in the sensual areas in their lives? And you have come down on this earth plane with answers. Hmm? Get the ego out of the way, get the pride out of the way. Okay? Move it out of the way. When that voice comes, oh, I don't like the way my voice sounds. Move it away, move it away. There's work you have to do. You don't want to come back here and have the same assignment. You want to move on, don't you?
Yes, I do. I do very much.
You know, it's like you're the answer instead of people scrolling and looking at all this perverted nonsense. Here you are with a fresh take on sensuality, on sexuality, on self-love. You coming with this this amazing perspective on intimacy for people to be allowed to be themselves, and you're sitting on it because of what? Fear? No, no. Do it afraid. Those are the best times when you do something afraid that you're supposed to do, because on the inside there's this struggle. There's like this struggle, and they got you exactly where they want you because it just has nothing to do with you. So hold on. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Okay. I'm laughing because I can relate, but it has to happen, young lady. It has to. You're the voice.
Yeah, I hear you. I
Y-
hear you talking.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mama. I will play over Ungu. I hope I'm saying it. Ungu. Tell me your name. Am I saying that right? Ungu. I hope I'm saying that right. If you just joined, welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. We will be back tomorrow. We have a list of people that I will be playing over tomorrow. And then we have poetry by Nawa. And yeah, this was really some deep stuff today. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. All right. Yeah, some of you need to go back to the replay and re-listen to some of this stuff because it'll revisit you in the shorts. I guarantee it. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this channel. Elkin says forever grateful for you. I'm grateful for all of you too. You know, I really am. All right. Go. Here comes your song. Ungu. So it's like you're at the end. I was starting to play over you, and it sounded like I was already at the end of a song. So you're like in your life, there's something, you're at the end of a journey, ready to begin a new one. And as this new melody, this new journey now begins to unfold, ancestors are saying, pay attention, pay attention to all the little things as this journey unfolds. Maybe journal, you know, because you can manipulate where you want things to go, and manipulate in a good way. I'm saying with your mind, you know, what you want and how you want the outcome to be of this new journey, this new melody that you're creating for yourself, this new story that you're writing for yourself. Begin to wear a lot of white right now as you're starting this journey, this new song. Stay away from dark colors. And I see some flowers on my right side. Looks like three roses. Yeah, three red roses right on the right over here. All right, there you go. I'm good. All right. Hey there, Sean. Are you in here? Hold on just a minute. Anyway, Uncle, there you go. All right. and you can go back to the replay. There's a replay as soon as we're done. Um, as soon as we're done here, the replay will be available. You can go back and re-listen to what was said. Okay. So I'm glad that you're here. Peace and blessings to you. All right. All right. Beautiful people. Hold on. I've got to, Sean, turn that microphone on. I need to hear your voice.
It's so amazing. Honestly, it is amazing.
Oh, beautiful.
It's so amazing to hear you. When
Mm,
you did my reading, I was crying nonstop,
yeah.
nonstop,
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah.
Everything you said was completely spot on. I never know. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear one. And the conversation needs to continue on, but it needs to be in private. Okay.
Definitely. Agree.
This is not for
Agree.
you.
100%.
This is not for other ears. What you have to talk about is not. It needs to be in private. Okay.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Some things are just not. Yeah, and the reason why I'm gonna tell you all why. There's been a lot of times in my life where I had friends and I didn't realize because of the way my life is and has been. There's just a lot of stuff happening spiritually, you know, spiritual warfare, going on, and also because of who I am as a sound healer, as a shaman. I don't call myself a shaman, but it is what it is. There's stuff we have to go through in order for ancestors to really trust us. I mean, some stuff. And when you start sharing that with people, not everybody's ready for that stuff. You can't be sharing that stuff with people, because what happens is people, when you share too much, and because we're all here healing, you're sometimes actually harming people with your information because they have to process it. So then they take your stuff and then they mix their stuff because they're not done healing. And it becomes a big mess. And that's how you lose friendships. You know, that's how you just lose friendships. So it's better sometimes. I am laughing. I just got a message. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm talking to Sissy Kimmy. Well, okay. I'm not gonna say anything. All right. Well, then that was message was loud and clear, Sissy Kimmy. All right. All right. Anyway, beautiful people, we're going on. Yes. Okay. We're okay. I'm gonna say just this. Okay. It's so beautiful when I don't realize who I'm playing over, and then things that ancestors have to say. All right. I love it. Just confirms things. I told you guys the less I know about you, the better it is. Okay? Because it just confirms stuff. Anyway, Zoger, I'm so glad you're here. We're getting ready to sign off, but we got the Ash fam in the house, baby. I'm telling you, we got Nigeria, we got Greece, we got Kenya. What? We got England, we got Hawaii, Come on now. Owl, I see you. Glad that you're here. We will be back tomorrow. Uh, Ungu, there's one more thing I'm going to say to you. That melody that came, right? It was like with the color white. Okay, I need to add that to it. It's the color white. And you can sit with that too. Anyway, beautiful people. Um, one more thing I want to say to you. Hold on. If there's something that you have been putting off or that you need to do or that you think that you're not good enough, all right, pick it back up, continue on. Don't let anyone discourage you. I have my saxophone in my hand. I'm back to playing this baby. All right, I'm still learning, but I'm not giving up. What about you? Having said that, look around you. You know what? We all are going through stuff. I mean, we had Sean in tears today, right? Elkin, Mocha. And I'm so glad these kings have joined us because they want healing. I'm so proud of you, you know, that you're in here because you want healing. It's so beautiful. But we all go through stuff. I mean, you've heard our conversation today. So encourage someone right now. You know what to do. You know the drill. Do I have to say it? I'm just playing. Come on, turn those microphones on. YouTube, tell somebody you got this. Come on. Come on. Let me hear you. Carmen, you got this. Mocha, you got this. Elkin, you got this. Sean, you got this. Nava, you got this. Who you got? Sha'an, you got this. Shan, you got this. Monique, you got this. Salam, you got this. Deontay, you got this. Poor Stu, you got this. White Wolf, you got this. Zogo, you got this. Come on. We've been doing this for 5 years. You know what I should do? I should get all those voices together, you know, and just put it out, put music to it or something. It's been something I've been thinking about. It's just so beautiful. Anyway, beautiful people. I will be back tomorrow, same time. Get your friends in here, get your family in here, because we're going to continue to heal together. All right? Peace and blessings. Kiss on the cheek. Mwah, mwah. I'm hugging you and telling you, head up high, like a king and like a queen, because that's who you are. All right? See you tomorrow. Take care.